Hi guys, welcome back to the Mina Does Art Stuff YouTube channel. My name is Mina and on this channel we do art stuff. Let me just turn that light on. And today I'm going to be setting up my Rosa Gallery watercolour palette. I got these paints quite a while ago now, but then with everything that happened this year, being pregnant, baby, other medical dramas, I hadn't got round to doing this one yet. So today's the day. I have decided to use this yellow Sonnet watercolour palette that I really like. So I've just swapped the paints into another palette. I like this one because it has the three rows in it. And yeah, so let's get to setting this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stickers. The labels are actually stickers, so you can just peel them up on all sides. Just get it up, and it has all the different information you need: the color name, pigment information, opacity, light fastness, the company's own sort of number that they assign the colors, and then there you go. You just peel it off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in my Cardi watercolor sketchbook and then swatch underneath them. So this first one was cadmium yellow medium. It's not written on the actual pan, so I'm going to do that as well. So I'm going to set this in time lapse and I will catch you on the other side. Okay, so my battery ran out and unwrapping all these pans took a lot longer than I expected. So they're all unwrapped and stickers are stuck down. So let's get to it. First up, we have cadmium yellow medium, PY35. It is classed as being opaque and has a 3-star light fast rating. There we go, nice and bright. Next up we have Aurelian, which Rosa Gallery's Aurelian is PY150, which is nickel azo yellow, or Indian yellow in White Nights is what they call it. But it's a really lovely transparent yellow that has a huge sort of range of value. So it's this really bright yellow and really dark sort of like almost brown sort of in the mass tone, like an orangey brown. Next up we have, oh sorry, that's transparent and 3-star light fastness. And next up we have quinacridone gold, which is an interesting mixture. I've not seen this mix before. It's PY151, PY42 and PR264. This is transparent, 3 stars for light fastness, and it is definitely a unique shade. It's more orange than quinacridone gold in my opinion, but it's still a beautiful colour. Then we have Naples yellow light, and this one was very gooey still. This is PY42 and PW6. So it's a yellow ochre and a white. It's almost like a buff titanium sort of colour. Then we have cadmium red medium, which is PR108. Again, a really sort of bright, warm red. Next up we have Coral. This is PR4, PR2, PW6, semi-opaque and 3 stars light fastness. Sorry, the previous one, Cadmium Red Medium, is also semi-opaque and 3 stars light fastness. I believe the Rosa Gallery light fast ratings are out of 3 stars, so 3 being the best. Next up we have Carmine. It's PR170:1. It's also 3 star light fastness and it's classified as being transparent. It's a very lovely sort of pinky red. Next up we have Madder Red. It's PR177 and PR264. It's transparent and 3 stars light fastness. A slightly deeper red colour than the Carmine. Not as pink in the undertone. Next up we have Magenta Rose. PR122. 3 stars light fastness and transparent. This is essentially a quinacridone magenta. Lovely mixing pink. And I don't know if you can tell, but these colours are reactivating really easily. Then next up we have quinacridone violet. Sorry, I swapped quinacridone violet and lavender around and forgot to remove their labels. So there's quinacridone violet. It is PV19 and PV15. 3 stars light fastness, and this one's classified as being opaque, which I find interesting because the 2 pigments that makes it up are transparent, so that's an interesting thing to note. Next up we have Lavender. It's PB29, PV23 and PW6. This is semi-opaque and 3 stars light fastness. Next up we have Blue Indanthrone, Indanthrene. It's PB60. It's transparent and 3 stars light fastness. Then next up we have Ultramarine, PB29. Semi-opaque and 3 stars light fastness. This one is not marked as being granulating, which is interesting. Ultramarine is usually a granulating colour. I forgot to mention the Cadmium Red Medium is marked as being a granulating colour, so I guess we'll see. It doesn't look particularly granulating to me, at least not yet. Then next up we have Cerulean Blue. This one is also marked as being granulating. It's PB36, 3 stars and transparent, which is interesting because I always thought PB36 was at best semi-opaque. Then next up we have Cobalt Turquoise, PB28, semi-transparent and 3 stars light fastness. This one's not marked as being granulating when it usually is as well, so that's an interesting choice. Then next up we have Aurelian Green, or Aurelian Green. It's PY150 and PG7. It's a green gold kind of colour. And then we have Sap Green. It's an interesting mix from Rosa Gallery. It's PY110, PG7 and PBK6. So interesting that there's a black pigment in this one. This one is also transparent, 3 stars light fastness. Then we have Green, and this is PG8. This one is transparent, and they've given it 2 stars light fastness. It's the only 2 star light fastness that I have. It's a really lovely rich green. Next up we have Black Green. It's an again a new colour to me. And this is PB15, PBK7 and PG7. I imagine this is similar to like a perylene green. Yeah, it's a similar sort of tone to a perylene green. Okay, next up we have English Red, PR101. This one's marked as being granulating and opaque. And finally we have Burnt Sienna. Yeah, Burnt Sienna. This is PR101, transparent and 3 stars light fastness, which is interesting as well because this one's normally considered a granulating colour. Alright, there we have it. These are all the colours, and we bring them up close so you can get a better look. I did a dedicated swatching video, swatching out all the colours from Rosa Gallery over on my channel. So if I remember, I will link that video in the description box as well as where I purchased these paints from. I purchased these from Arte Miranda, based in Spain, and they ship worldwide. They're really reasonable shipping rates and their prices are pretty amazing. It's the only place I've been able to find Rosa Gallery paints, so definitely worth checking them out if you are interested in trying these out. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.